ESPN broke down the team need, the one team need for all 32 teams in the NFL. I will give you one guess what they have for the Detroit Lions. We'll go around the room. Braylon Edwards?
EDGE.
Edge.
Edge rusher.
Yep.
Edge rusher.
What is over there,
Here's the write-up, okay? After all the injuries they suffered last season, it was a surprise that the Lions didn't draft an edge rusher until Ahmad Hassanian in the 6th round. Can the Lions keep an edge rusher rotation healthy behind Aiden Hutchinson, assuming Hutchinson himself can stay healthy? Marcus Davenport only played in 6 games the past 2 seasons. Al-Qadim Muhammad is 30 years old. He had 3 sacks in 9 games. Josh Paschal has 5 sacks in 3 seasons. The rest of the depth chart is made up of street free agents. You know, when you see this on paper, I know we all feel a kind of way about the Detroit Lions. Yeah. And I mentioned this before. I think Lions fans feel one way. I think the Detroit Lions themselves, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, I think they are more than comfortable with what they have moving forward at edge rusher between Davenport, Muhammad, Paschal. They believe they are fine there. But when you see it like that, just in a simple blurb write-up, does it give you more concern than just, you know, how you just talking in passing? And it's almost like seeing is believing kind of thing. You're like, wait a minute. Am I going to buy that Marcus Davenport, who played 6 games in 2 seasons, is going to stay healthy? Am I going to buy that Al-Qadim Muhammad, who has had 3 sacks in 9 games, is the guy? Can I believe that Josh Paschal, who has 5 sacks in 3 seasons, is he the guy opposite Aiden Hutchinson? When you see that, it's like, oh, my God, I'm going back this way now.
No, 100%. And look, I was passive-aggressive about where the Lions are in terms of now, in terms of the draft picks, in terms of what they did in the offseason. You know where I've always stood. I've always said they need an edge rusher. And the comment that was made when Aiden comes out of the game is very important, because Aiden's not going to start the season just be playing like that. Like, they were going to, even though he'd be healthy before then, still going to spot him, still going to get him used to it, reacclimated to playing the game on that level when the season started. So who's your edge rusher? Like, we keep talking about Zadarius Smith. Zadarius Smith might be Aiden Hutchinson's backup. So, which begs the question again, who is your edge rusher? And I know you got drafted guy in the 7th round. Is that what you're going to trust? Is that what you want to trust? So, it is an interesting thing when Brad Holmes trolls essentially the fan base and says, I don't know why they said we need an edge rusher. I know part of that is a shtick, as they say.
I don't think it is.
But part of that is him being honest.
Yeah.
He believes so much in his team, and I love that he believes in his players. I love that we're drafting players that we love, that we believe in, that represent the city and the team. I love all that. But have you drafted enough? Did you bring in enough? That is the question that Peter's shaking his head. He's still in the Trey Henderson party. He ain't the only one. Like, it goes to what we talk about with the Pistons. You don't have to blow it all up. Maz, you know what? Side note, you're right about Giannis. You're right about Giannis. My same friend, you're right about Giannis. I'm going to let you know. You're right about Giannis.
I love
because
that.
You know what the answer was? Somebody told me about Giannis, what the conversation was? It was like, well, why would you bring in Giannis and blow up? And I know I switched sports, but why would you bring in Giannis and blow it all up? I don't want to blow it up. Giannis is one of the 2-3 best people in the league.
Right. Hell yeah.
31-15 he can give you on any night.
Right. Amazing.
And that 31-15 could be 50-15.
Yeah.
And all he wants to do is play basketball. So for those of you like, you don't want Giannis? You don't want Giannis brings to the table?
I'll tell you.
Giannis by himself still got to the playoffs this year, essentially. Getting back to the NFL, getting back to the team. If you got to bring a player in that can give you what you need, it's not about blowing it up. It's about fitting it so that you win.
Yeah.
The championship is the goal, not winning the championship with these players. Right. You got to win it with these players. It looks better if you win it with these players. No, a championship, a Super Bowl, it looks good no matter who won. It's going to be on that mantle. It's going to look the same.
Facts, man.
It doesn't matter what the names are. What matters is it's on your mantle. Finally.
I believe.
I'm with you, man.
I believe my guy, our guy, Zadarius Smith, is going to be a Lion again. Right. No, he hasn't signed with anyone. There's a reason for that. It's not that he can't play anymore. It's that I believe he's got a secret deal that he's going to be the next guy that they bring in. And he will be there for camp. Tomorrow starts rookie camp.
Yeah.
Rookie mini camp starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then the big boys will come in. Not too long after that, once that schedule release happens next Wednesday, then the big stuff starts, man. Before you know it, July 31st is here, and you're playing the Hall of Fame game against the Chargers.
That's right.
I believe that's why he's not as nervous as we are, because I think he's got the bird in the hand, and I think it's Zadarius Smith.
I just know the question is that enough? Like, does Zadarius Smith enough?
I think he would be better than he was last year, playing with the players that are
point.
missing
Okay.
from last
Right.
year.
That
That's
point
the
right
point.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the
Fair.
point right there.
You're not getting
Because
him on his own. You're getting him with.
If you look
Fair.
at Zadarius Smith over the course of his career,
He's a helper.
Just Zadarius Smith played next to Myles Garrett. I forgot who
in Minnesota.
in Minnesota.
Danielle Hunter.
Danielle
Yeah.
Hunter. He has played next
Baltimore.
to the guy.
Judon in Baltimore.
There you go.
He has been the guy that has had to play on multiple different teams because he has always been the Robin,
He's Robin.
to the team's Batman. And
Facts.
a lot, and he has moved. But to Brad Holmes' credit, Zadarius Smith has had to move from team to team to team to team because he is that opposite guy.
Yeah.
And you only have money to pay for one guy.
Right.
And that is why Zadarius Smith has never been able to stay on a team for very long, despite the production that they get from him when he is playing next to a Batman type player.
And I think we unfairly. Let me take a step back and judge myself. I think I unfairly criticized his complete year last year. When you look at what he did with the Cleveland Browns, what he did when he came to Detroit, he had 5 sacks in Cleveland, 4 sacks with the Lions. He finished with 9 sacks. But what I didn't take into account, Cleveland was a whole you-know-what show. It was a whole bleep show, as they say. Then he comes to Detroit. Everybody on the defense is hurt. Everybody on the defense is hurt. So maybe if he gets a sense of familiarity, a sense of stability in the defense, to your point, it will look like it has always looked for him, and that was good.
And he fits
Maybe.
this team.
Yeah.
He loves being in Detroit. And his girlfriend's here. And she's pushing for him to be here.
You love that aspect
Cash
of it,
doll.
don't you?
Cash doll.
You
She's-
love that aspect
I'll
of it.
download Cash Doll's
Hey.
music if he signs here.
But she looked like she can play running back. That's all I'm saying. She got a little Dave Montgomery in it.
But again, much like, while we're making the analogy, much like the Tigers,
Got them yams.
much like the Tigers on any given night, will it be McKinstry? Will it be Sweeney? Will it be Young? Will it be insert player here to get the big hit? You only need one of those guys on any given night to be the guy to perform for you. The Lions, I feel like, is it going to be Pascal one game? Is it going to be Davenport one game? Is it going to be Muhammad one game? Might it be Zadarius Smith for a game? You only need one of those guys to kind of hit for you, not for 17 games, but just in little spots throughout the year to keep everything going.
My only thing with that is it works, and that does work. But don't be like the Celtics, and where you have that one night, now it's 2 nights, where none of them play well.
Right.
None of them work.
Right.
Because in basketball, you get best of 7. And the NFL playoffs, you don't play well in that game.